Alright, Pup Russ back. Well, you are going to get the reveal of my face in just a moment. This mask is, among other things, is getting hot. But with more and more people coming out and asking questions, I mean, nobody's been outright rude. I mean, you know, there was this one kid, but kids are kids. You know, they say what they say. And, you know, you can't fault them for that. You know, they're curious. And the parents, they seemed like they just thought it was silly. So, and anybody that has seen me in this, even just some of my random photos, nobody has seemed to care. None of the employees, no other people. The other day I did get this wonderful couple, based off their accent, I would say potentially Canadian, took a couple pictures of me that I know I have posted on my Facebook. So, you know, I never got their names, but I do thank them very much for their help with those couple of pictures. And I enjoyed spending a time on this cruise with Matt and my buddy Jared. He knows who he is. Or as, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but as some of his other buddies call him, Phil. Just please, whatever you do, buddy, if I call you Dr. Phil, just take it as a joke, because that's all it is. Now, I am going to take this off, but I do still want to continue our little tour, so, which we will start back up again, just briefly in the, buffet area, but also with what time it is getting, I am going to have to find somewhere for breakfast soon. This puppy's sugar is getting a bit low, but alright, here's the big reveal, my actual face. But it is still me, puppies, and it is just getting really hot in this thing, especially since it is 70 degrees out. It was 72 when I first started taking you for some walkies with me. But we are heading north, so it is going to get progressively cooler over the course of the next 2 days on our way to frigid Brooklyn. And here we go for the reveal, the human me. Now, I think I look prettier with the mask. But, of course, not everybody can be a supermodel or whatnot. And then also, my glasses that I should have been wearing, but I could see well enough. And now here is something that I thought some of you may find interesting, although I find it quite dangerous, but luckily have been really careful. How to get in the bathroom. You have to take a nice big step. Yeah, try doing that when you're half asleep in the middle of the night and you are exhausted. Yeah. I did not fall, but I managed to remember. But, yeah, I almost tripped getting up in there a couple times. Now, let's go back out. I will lower my lights a little. Or actually, maybe not this time. I will leave them a bit brighter. I will shut this one off by the bed. I don't need so many lights on. Most of the switches for the ones by the bed are touch. But here we go, back out the door. And more of the hallway. I will take you down the little mazy end instead of back through the shortcut. Have to go around this corner, and then down that way around that corner. And then down that way. So I told you this is a maze on this end, which is why I prefer that shortcut that my wonderful little my nice attendant that they give for every so many rooms. Jen, thank you very much for your wonderful hospitality. I hope it's okay I mentioned your name. And here we are back near the elevators and the stairs. Again, this is deck 11, so, and as I said, 8 through 14 are pretty much all rooms, so basically nothing to see there. I will take you up to 15. Well, no, you've probably seen enough of deck 15. I will take you down to deck 7 and show you whatever's open down there that I can show you from outside. Well, indoors, but from outside of those areas. Anything I can go in, I will show you. Because there are some restaurants as well as the casino and the upper floor of the upper floor of the reception and overall, I guess you could call it the atrium area, or I don't know, but it is a very lovely area. Whatever they call it, they call it. I guess, yeah, I don't know. But here we go. Nice little area here. Some beautiful glass or crystal stairway. There are a couple of those. And is 2 more floors of this. On the very bottom is also reception. On the one deck down, you can see behind me, that is where all the shops and a couple of specialty restaurants, which I cannot currently afford to eat at, are down that way. Also the theater for some of the shows are at the far end of that nice plaza area. It is a very, very spectacular. The roof, the ceiling in there also does basically some nice, gorgeous digital screen art on there, and it is. They have some pretty good shows on there. Well, what they call shows that are basically just the screen. Now, this is not the actual casino, but an extension of it that is in that area I showed you. Right off where all those nice, beautiful stairs are. Now I will take you in the back. There is walking areas above the area where all the shops are, so you can still get to the back from that direction. Well, in that direction. You can see there, and there is that gorgeous video ceiling I mentioned. Right now, it seems to be basically paused, but at night, some spectacular shows displayed on there. This whole area is gorgeous. This is one of the restaurant dining areas of one of the specialty restaurants, as well as there's another one across on the other side. And they also have this wonderful chocolate shop downstairs. I have not bought anything from that because, again, that's another one that would require actual, it's not included. So that would need real money to enjoy. But they do have some spectacular chocolate sculptures in that chocolate shop. You would not believe. If I get a chance, I will take you down there later because it is gorgeous. Now, there is more here, and here is another nice little lounge. They also use it for various purposes, like things like trivia, etc., and other normal gaming things. And another overlook of that nice area there. And more elevators. Luckily this place has tons of them. Although during an emergency we cannot use those. Now, I will not go in, but here is the lovely spa. Again, that is also something I cannot afford to use on this trip. Now, being on deck 7, let me see what we have out the doors here. It's the area where the lifeboats are. I do hope we do not need to use those on the remaining part of this trip, or I hope no one has had to use them at any point during any of the most recent voyages. Unless, of course, they needed to use them possibly for shuttle purposes, which I know some ships sometimes have to do if they can't properly dock. I will take the elevators down and walk you through the rest of that walkway downstairs. If I keep using the improper names for things, it's just hard to keep it all straight. I am quite overwhelmed. This is my first trip, and since I will not be posting, this is my first cruise, and ever. Yes, I know, gasp. But floor elevator. Oh, come on. Come on. the sorry, I keep pausing. But the
Deck 6.
This is a bit overwhelming, as I just mentioned probably about half a dozen times already. And then I cannot go in there. It is blocked off. But I will show you from as close as I can. That is their beautiful Broadway theater. I have seen a few shows in there already this trip. There was a show from the other day, and there has been several others, but I've only attended one so far, with Carl Strong. He is a hilarious comedian. Loved his show the other night. He does everything pretty much off the cuff, and pretty much pokes fun about everything with the audience. So if you're uncomfortable with your race or religion or some other or nationality being made fun of, I do not recommend the show. He makes fun of everybody, so he does it equally. So I found that quite hilarious. I know some people are sensitive to that, so if you are, if you have a chance to see him anywhere, you might want to avoid that. But if you can tolerate that kind of humor, I suggest you see him anywhere you can. There were some other shows the other day as well, with plenty of musical numbers that also were pretty good. And here we are getting close to the chocolate shop I mentioned. They have a lot of gorgeous looking goodies, as well as some sculptures made out of chocolate. Or at least they seem they are. And for all my seafaring friends and some of my coastie and marine friends, a gorgeous pirate ship, all made out of chocolate. And here we go. What is this? It is the ship I have been giving you the tour on. All made out of chocolate. As you can see, this stuff has plenty of chocolate and other goodies. And I have not purchased anything from there as yet. I may break down before the may break down tomorrow, our last official full day, since we arrived early Sunday morning in Brooklyn. Tomorrow will be the last official day. I will be spending probably at least half of that repacking, so that I don't have to rush anything on Sunday. And some wonderful little other shops. Makeup, jewelry, watches, plenty of things. They even have some clothing shops, a wonderful little gift shop, which I haven't quite gotten to yet. And there is more of that beautiful multi-floor lounge area that also on the bottom has the guest services or reception. Both are basically the correct terms for that one. At least I can keep that straight. Then down there, nice little piano area. Most of the people that have been playing that have been pretty good. I am sorry to say I wish I did not get an earful of some of it last night, but not everybody can be liked by everyone. There's that gift shop I was just talking about. It is currently not open, but it is. They do have some wonderful things. I just wish they were a little cheaper in price. But it's a cruise ship. Nothing's cheap. So, and here we go. More of that choppy water. Since last night, after we got underway, the sea's been a little bit rougher than it was on our way in this direction when we came down. That is, but we were originally much closer to the coast because when we started in Brooklyn, we stayed closer because our first port of call was Port Canaveral, which is basically really close to, if not part of, Cape Canaveral, which I had hoped to be able to go see the NASA, the Space Center, but unfortunately, it was not a cheap excursion. None of the paid excursions are, so I have pretty much been doing it just whatever I can unpaid. Now down here are a few restaurants. I cannot take you inside. They are currently not doing breakfast quite yet, not until 8 o'clock or